So today we're going to be taking a look at solving equations with variables on both sides again, but we're going to ask ourselves, does every equation actually have one single solution? Let's start with this problem. So when I look at this, the first thing I want to do is distribute. So I have 4 times 2x, which is going to give me 8x, and then 4 times 3 is 12. So on the left side we have 8x plus 12. On the right side, I'm going to combine like terms. I only have positive 8x, so I'm going to put positive 8x. And then here I have 3 minus 11, or 3 plus negative 11, depending on how you look at it, which gives me a negative 8. Now I want to get my variable terms to one side, so I'm going to subtract 8x from both sides. These are going to cancel out, and I'm left with 12. These also cancel out though, and I'm left with negative 8. So now if you look at this, we have an answer of 12 equals negative 8. So what does that mean exactly? And that's what we're going to be talking about during this lesson. Sometimes equations that have variables on both sides come out with not just one answer, but either infinitely many solutions or a no solution. So let's look at some examples. On the left side, we can simplify 10 plus 1 is 11 minus 5x. On the right, we have 7x minus 12x, which is going to be negative 5x plus 11. I'm going to add 5x to both sides because that's the opposite of the subtraction. These cancel out, and I'm left with 11. These cancel out, and I'm also left with 11. Now, unlike our first example, you notice 11 does actually equal 11. So this is what we call an identity. And an identity is an equation where all values of x will make the equation true. In other words, all real numbers are solutions. So when you find a situation like this where 11 equals 11, we actually say that the answer is all real numbers. And what that means is any number that I put in for x, this equation would work. So let's look at another example. So I'm going to combine like terms. 12x and a positive x is going to give me 13x minus 3. Here we're going to add 5x plus 8x is also going to be 13x, but it's going to be minus 4. If I subtract 13x from both sides, these cancel out and I'm left with negative 3. These cancel out and I'm left with negative 4. Now here, negative 3 does not equal negative 4. So this is like that first example we have. And this is what's called a contradiction. And this is an equation where there is no value of x that will make the equation true. Therefore, there are no solutions. So for this one, we're actually going to write no solution. Or you can actually draw a picture of what's called the null set, which is a 0 with a slash through it. And that also means that there's no solution. So just a reminder, an identity is an equation for all, or it's true for all real numbers. And a contradiction is an equation that is not true for any values, so there is no solution. So for this last example, why don't you try it out on your own and see if you can figure out if it's an identity or a contradiction. Here we have 2c plus c, which is 3c, plus 7. Here we also have 3c, but I have negative 14 plus 21, which is going to be plus 7. If I subtract 3c, these cancel out and these cancel out, so I have 7 equals 7. This is true, so this is all real numbers because it's an identity. Now, realistically, you don't always have to put identity, but you do need to put that the answer is all real numbers.